guys. It is High Vibe Monday, July 8th, so you know what that means. Every Monday, I come on to channel a message from Spirit to you guys to help you get high vibing and living the life that you want. And then I carry it on with a customized intuitive tarot, maybe a little more channeling for each zodiac sign. So without further ado, let's get to the channeled message. So High Vibe Monday, we're going to return back to that theme of being you. But instead of being you, be okay with wanting what you want. Be okay with wanting what you want. You want to know what's hot? The person who, I love art, I love this, I love that, whether it's even like exotic dancing. There's many types of exotic dancers. There's many levels of exotic dancing. But the one who mesmerizes and catches people, who even ones who wouldn't do that type of a thing, is the woman, is the male, is the person who fully, I love what it feels like when I'm moving on a pole. I love what it feels like when I have all those eyes of attention on me. I love what it feels like to move in my body. I love what it feels like when I wear these types of clothing or no clothing. I love the feeling of the wind hitting my full bare body. So we used an extreme example for you, because many of you are letting go of your dreams, are letting go of your passion, are letting your soul die because you're worried of, but what will mom think? But what will dad think? But what will my employer think? But what will my patients think? But what will, but what will, but what will? If you're not living at home under someone's roof, if you're not engaged in something that nourishes your soul, friendship, positive upliftment, if you're not sharing intimate time with them, whether that be sexual or not, if they're not financing you, their opinions don't matter. And do you want to be the person who can mesmerize people outside of your industry? Mesmerize people out of the sheer passion and enjoyment of what you do? Or do you want to be the person who hides and shrieks away from life out of fear of being judged, out of fear of being ostracized? Why not be willing to give it a go to, I love tarot cards, I love channeling, I love dancing, I love soccer, I love being a cop, I love being an athlete, I love being a model. Why not try giving it a go for 1 week, just this week? You know, I feel so shy, I've never said this before, but I like XYZ. Yeah, I don't know why I've never shared this with you before, but that's really my hobby. I love reading dystopian thrillers. I love reading sci-fi murders. I love reading coming to age stories. I love the typical hero's journey type of books. Because that's when you'll get people who've even known you for a long time. Oh, I didn't know that about you. Oh, that's really neat. You just became a new friend, a new human being with desires and wants. How much can you embrace being the you? Embrace what you like, even if you start out by just embracing it with yourself in the quiet moments. Everybody's gone. Maybe it's a thank goodness I'm single, or maybe it's a thank good the hubby's at work. I can now play with my crystals. I can now bring out that novel. I can now X, Y, Z. Give it a go and see if you could at least own it in your personal time. Maybe share it slightly with people. Because guys, it's not starting from here, nothing, to all in. When Kelly first started this, she was scared. She was afraid. She was, oh my God, my city's going to come with a pitchfork. They're going to come with a stake and they're going to burn me at the stake. She was genuinely terrified of that, to the point of trembling, to the point of she couldn't eat for 3 days. So we finally told her, why don't you start with a tarot card? Start with a tarot card on your Instagram. Start with a tarot card on your Instagram and just let us give a little bit of a message and see how it goes. Some people were, what the heck are those cards? I needed to hear that though. Some people were, what are you doing? Ha 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 ha. Other people were like, oh my God, I knew you were spiritual your whole life. I'm so glad you're coming out of like the spiritual closet. Girl, I needed this message. You're amazing. And they gave her validation. This is how you helped me today. Whatever reaction you're getting, Kelly just had that moment of her heart waking up. Oh my God, this is who I am. I now know I want to play with people who love this, people who love the way I channel, people who love the esoteric, people who love the, how did you know that? There's no way you could have known that. People who love the angels, crystals. She's like, I really love that. And I want those people towards me. Can you get that level of self? We're going to call it self-passion. There's all this talk of self-compassion, self-love, self-mastery, self-acceptance. But what about self-passion? This is who I am. This is what I love doing. And I want to sing it. I'm so passionate to get this out there. Now, for those of you who don't know what your world service is or your life service is, can you tap into something that brings you ultimate joy? That's the start of your life mission, whether it starts being something big with an audience like what Kelly's doing. When she first moved from California to Tennessee, she put all of her tarot cards, oracle cards, angel cards, crystals, she put them all in a box, and she circled duct tape around the box and went, this part of me has to stay hidden. And she put it away. 2 years later, when things weren't working out for her, because of course, whenever you're killing a part of yourself, hiding a part of yourself, that you even forget that side of you. She even stopped meditating. She really even kind of stopped conversing with us on her own. She used to just play with us. Go on a hike, she would just laugh with us with whatever we had to say. She would take our guidance for finding a job. She would take our guidance for getting a $20,000 pay raise. She would take our guidance for how to travel for 2 years in 37 states while only making $50,000, yet staying at homes that had backyards as 18-par golf courses. Sometimes it was just, hey, how can I make this more fun? Hey, how can I have a crazy, wicked, wild, luxury traveling experience while paying my debt off? So when she came back, and all we did when she's like, hey, what's going on? I went from that to now my life sucks. This sucks. This doesn't feel good. I forgot. Like, hello, help me. She'd been out of touch with us. We couldn't tell her this level of detail. And all we said was, go to that closet, go to that closet. She went to the closet. She opened the box and she just started crying, and she started feeling that enlivening coming back in her chest, her heart awakening. As she touched the cards and just looked at them and felt the energy, and then her energy shift went up, got high vibe, as you guys like to call it on Earth. And that's when she cried and went, I'm never going to hide who I am again. If a city, if a place doesn't like what I do, that's okay. I now know that I need to live somewhere where I can express this, though. So make the commitment with us now. I will never again hide off a part of myself so much that you could argue kill off a part of myself for the sake of approval from society. You may not be able to be open, public, loud, and proud about what you do, what you like with where you're at right now, but now that you've at least owned it in private, in secret, at least to yourself, now you're on the path of finding others who like that. Now you're on the path to... So with that, we invite Kelly to pull the cards for each sign. Virgos, so now we're on to the specific message just for you guys. I'm going to check in with Spirit, see if they want to channel or get your custom spread. Ooh, Virgos, be hard, be hard, be hard. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on your past lover. Don't be so hard on your coworkers. Don't be so hard on a current lover. Virgos are the perfectionists. They are, Capricorns may be the workhorses of the zodiac sign. Virgos are you're working no matter what, rain or shine. You'll be the silent worker. And from that, you do strive for perfection for your work. You want to be at the top of your game. That's very admirable. But what is quite frankly destroying your love of life is the hypercriticalness, is that they should have done it this way. They could have done it that way. Hindsight. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. If you stay living this life of regret, Virgo, it's not going to be any fun for you. You got to wake up. Can you every day intentionally? I find this satisfying. I find that satisfying. I like that my lungs can breathe. I like that my eyes see. I like that my ears work. I'm hearing this. I like that YouTube created this thing. I find it satisfying that this message is helping me. I find it satisfying that my lungs work without me having to do anything. I find it satisfying that my brain works. Can you make a list of 10, 20 things that you find satisfying every day? Because you have got to get out of this hatred, this self-hatred, this criticalness. You've got to get out of this slump, Virgos. And the only way you're going to do it is it's time for you to take some action by highlighting 10 to 20 things every day that you find satisfying. I like that my shoes fit. I like that I like this TV channel. I like that my pants fit. I like the color of my shirt. 10 to 20 every day. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep mixing the pot and the pot of misery there, Virgo. It's your choice. 3 cards, 2 cards, 4 cards. Interesting spread they got there. Uh-oh, Virgos. So let's get on Spirit's homework, shall we? And comment below, what are 10 to 20 things right now that you find satisfying? And you guys may like a book called Writing Down Your Soul. Here, I'll link to it for you guys down below. The first bit of it is definitely very like esoteric, but it's called Writing Down Your Soul, and I'll link to it down in the comments for y'all. I'll link to it somewhere. Just look for it in the description or the comments or somewhere, but it's Writing Down Your Soul. The first bit of it is definitely a bit like kind of spiritual and like esoteric, but the second half it just has a lot of writing prompts that really help raise your vibrations. Just these really good that kind of make you reflect, and when you write them, you just feel a lot lighter at the end of it. You know, oops. And one example I could give you is one thing that I did. I every day just wrote the alphabet out, A through Z, and then I just tried to write as many positive, uplifting words for every letter I could find. At the end of doing that for a week, the first day I was surprised that I came up honestly with like 10 words, and there's 26 letters. By the end of the week, I was coming up with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words per letter. Maybe not Z, maybe not X. But I'm sure there's some nerds out there who can prove me wrong. So guys, comment below. Write 10 nice words with the start of a letter, 10 things that you find satisfying in life. Like, let's start it up. Wait, hold on. Tell me I'm doing the spread wrong. Oh, all right. So I want the cards laid out differently. Ooh, Virgos. Ouch. Ouch, Virgos. Ouch. Okay, so it looks like you thought whatever action you took was the right one, because you got the Six of Swords followed by the Moon. So you thought the action that you took was the right one. You thought it was the victorious one. You thought it was the higher path. But now, quite frankly, you're confused. You're wondering, wasn't that the right thing to do? Why didn't this turn out better? Wasn't this supposed to work out better? You're just, whatever it is that you did, you thought it was the right action, and it didn't yield you the results that you would have wanted. So now you're just literally like dumbfounded. Like, now what? I did that because I thought that was going to lead to happiness, but this took me anywhere but that. Oh, wow, because check it out. Then you got the Knight of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. And this is pretty much saying you got to quit caring what other people think. And this is honestly going to be people close to you, because you got the 3 of Pentacles there. So this might mean breaking from family tradition. This might mean going against a pact you made with your friends. It might, I'm not talking about betraying someone here. It just means in order for you to get your happiness, it's not about doing what you think is right, what you think is the right thing, what you think your family needs. It's really about you being willing to kind of like cut to the heart of the matter of what feels best for me, knowing and trusting that that will work out for other people too. Guys, you should not be in a situation, since you're Virgos, you probably would be that like provider type person. If you have to sacrifice for someone else to feel good, no. If you have to sacrifice in order for someone else to succeed, okay, I'll work the overtime to have the money to do X, Y, Z. No, you got to rethink life. You got to rethink life, homies, flat out. If it's a one-time thing, yes, go for it. I want to work some overtime so my baby girl can do XYZ. Absolutely. If it's you end up just getting in this rat race. Let me give you an example. My grandpa's like 91, maybe 92. He's retired. Very good living, very good living. Almost, if it's not six figures in retirement living, I would be surprised. I don't know his actual finances. But when I called home, he is going to learn how to trade stock. He's signed up for a course. He's getting geared up to go because he wants to have more money. And I went, wait, Grandpa, don't you make like $6,000 alone off of XYZ? Kind of like, and you don't pay, your house is paid off, your cars are paid off, your only bills are really like food and like electric and that kind of stuff. AKA, I was politely, very passively pointing out, who else is spending your money, Grandpa? Like, he's led a life where he gets a nice monthly living. Other family members has bled dry his 401k, bled dry his mutual investments. He's like, well, I don't have my stockpile that I like having. It got spent and I got to take care of my family. Guys, is that admirable? Is that great? Yes, but is it over taking care of them at the expense of himself? At the expense of, if he were to go in the hospital now, he doesn't have his, a couple $100K saved up for those big bills. You cannot take care of someone else at the expense of your own well-being, Virgos. Once you learn that and let go of that, that's when you're going to get the Six of Wands, which is the internal kind of happiness card. It's like the I have found inner peace. Because right now, the way you are going, Virgo, if you don't take any of this advice or don't heed this message and start doing something differently, you got the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Jesus. Okay, so the 10 of Wands is you're living life like a burden. Whoever it is that you're helping right now, they are dragging you down, flat out. They're dragging you down. It feels like a burden. 2 of Pentacles, you feel like you're at a crossroads. You feel like you have a lot to balance. You got to do the work, the overtime, the family, the this. You're really like juggling way too many things. And everything that you're juggling feels like an attack. 7 of Wands, it feels like an attack. That means like when you're going to work and your coworkers aren't supportive of you. Maybe they're even throwing you under the bus. And that's when you're going home to the wife who's, you're not doing enough. Or you're going home single and your mom's like, well, you're not married though. And then you're giving money to your kids like, oh, well, thanks, Dad, but I wanted the private plane, not just the first class ticket. You are trying a lot, really hard to take care of other people right now, Virgos, and it's just overwhelming. It's exhausting, and you're feeling attacked by these people that, like, eventually you're going to walk away no matter what. 8 of Cups, you're going to walk away no matter what, but the difference is you have a choice right now. You can either have the choice where you consciously take time and effort to do something to just feel good every day, whether it be, you're a Virgo, you're not going to like this suggestion, but hell, if you even just go blow bubbles over your patio just to bring a little bit of joy, a little bit of fun back into your life, I would highly encourage that homework they said of just 10 to 20 satisfying things every day. I have a table, I have food in my fridge, I have running electricity, I have running water, my floor is a good floor, it's not quicksand, whatever your 10 to 20 things are. If you do that and really start to recognize that, hey, how I feel really matters, that's what's going to give you the 6 of Wands, the I'm living life, reaching towards the sun, having fun. Or you don't have to do it. And you're going to keep on living life like it's a burden. You're overwhelmed, juggling too much, feeling defensive because everyone's attacking you, saying you're not doing enough. And then you're just going to walk away. Do you want to be the person who's glowing, going towards the sun? You feel like there's just this energy pushing you forward to enjoy life? Or do you want to be the person sulking at a pool with a, whoa, was that really worth it? Virgos, you got a choice. And what are you going to do? Comment below. Let me know that your choice is to be high vibing. What are 10 things you find satisfying right now? All right, guys, if you guys want my help with this, come hang out with me in my High Vibe Club. There is hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and meditations, a pre-recorded content from Spirit in there on every topic. So it's like the do-it-yourself. Just kind of watch the videos at your own pace, at your own time, just to help you go within, reflect, change, get high vibe. There is content added weekly. You get to submit questions that I make videos on, and it's only $12.99 a month. No commitment. You can leave at any time. If you want a little bit more interaction, I have the interactive level, which is $99 a month. You get all of that juicy goodness plus a once a month synchronization workshop, as well as sometimes I do intuitively, when I'm intuitively called, meditations and additional little like workshops for you guys. This month, I'm helping people get into the vibration of attracting in their clients and their community to you. So if you're looking for a new job, you're looking for new clients, it's the 13th. Click below, kellylunt.com/high vibe to come hang out with us in there, get the life that you want, and feel good while getting it. If you're watching this on YouTube, I much appreciate a thumbs up if you liked the video, and a subscribe if you would like to stay up to speed on new content coming out. Love you guys. Mwah.